Today we make the KFC Cheetos chicken sandwich. And why? Anybody know why? Anybody? I'll tell you why. Because you asked for it. You guys. Apparently it just came out in July and there's just been a ton of, dude, can you make this? We'd like to see it. I'd like to know how to make it. Well, we're gonna do that. I don't think it's complicated. There's one little thing that I'm not quite sure of, but we'll tackle that. But as with all fried chicken we make here, we start the same way. And that is with a buttermilk brine. The key, I believe, to fried chicken is brining it first in buttermilk. It helps soften, make it delicious, make it better. So after the buttermilk, we'll put a little hot sauce. Then I'm partial to cholula, a little salt and pepper, and then our chicken, and I'm using thighs. Not quite sure what KFC uses. Don't really care what KFC uses. I like thighs. We can mix with our hands because they're right there at the end of our wrists and super handy. And honestly, I feel like the more you use your hands, the more comfortable you get with cooking in general. And then we put them in the fridge for, say, 2 to 4 hours. Two other things to do while that's marinating. And by the way, I said marinating, brining. I say 2 to 4 hours. If you want to throw it in at, 5 o'clock on a Monday and cook at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, no problemo, my friend. Just do it. If that takes like a little stress off of you, get that shit done ahead of time. Do as much as you can in every situation ahead of time. You know what I mean? Poaching eggs the day before, 2 days before, 3 days before. You can do that. We've talked about it. I'm telling you. It takes the last minute pressure off. I fucking hate last minute pressure. It's awful. Okay, but we need to make the flour component that this will go in. So we normally use just flour. Today we're using two things. Of course we're going to use flour. It will be our base for this. And we'll use about 2/3 flour, but about 1/3 cornmeal. Hopefully give it a little extra crunch and a big pinch of salt and pepper. And we mix. Perfect. We can set this aside. One of the components to this KFC Cheetos fried chicken sandwich is a Cheetos sauce. So who knows what the hell that is? I don't have any idea. In fact, I've never even had this. So I'm making what I imagine would work quite nicely. Stupid of me, but I think it'll... Oh, wait a minute.
Bless you.
God, that is... I don't want to get dirty. But is that not literally almost the next best thing to?
Pizza?
Not pizza. Keep going. You know what I mean. That is... Okay. So what would this sauce be? In my mind, it will consist of butter. Because this is drizzled on top of the chicken. I've only seen pictures. Am I not doing my homework, you might ask? Am I shorting my audience, you might wonder? Well, I don't think so. As long as what we come up with is fucking delicious, is that all that matters? This is my take, clearly. One of you, maybe some of you, will call me a douchebag for not having the exact recipe to whatever this is. But I'm not saying it's the exact thing. I'm saying it's my version of the thing. Like my carne asada, that's amazing, that has soy sauce in it, that people shit all over me. And then there's the people that went, oh my God, you are the Messiah for what you did with that carne asada. It's genius. So this will start with a big whack of butter. Like that. Damn, I spilled a little bit over here. A little salt and pepper, always, like that. I want to add some garlic. I might not be what they do. Once again, I don't give a shit. I want that clove and this clove. I want 2 big fat cloves. My garlic press. Go like that. The other one in. Okay, now we'll put this on the heat. And by the way, we'll put a link to the garlic press below because it's a great frickin' garlic press. Great frickin' garlic press. Now, I think one of the things that will make this is that there's not just Cheetos in the sandwich to crunch, but in the sauce. So I can't just throw these in there. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't, what's the word? Amalgamate? It wouldn't infiltrate?
Come together?
Come together? That's no. That's not what I mean. It wouldn't do what I want. So we're gonna do this.
Assimilate.
Jilly said assimilate. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. We're gonna pound the out of some in the processor. Like this. And they'll go. I have no idea how much. That looks right. Are you ready, Max?
Yep.
Contact, and we go. You gotta get them till they're dust. That's what I want. I want Cheetos dust. Take a look. So, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if like another, 30 seconds is gonna make a difference, but we'll try it. Looks the same. So, we're going with this. Let's throw this in with the butter. In we go. Whoa, that might have been too much. And now, when this butter, what have we done here? What the hell? Okay, I might need to add more butter. I may have gotten too aggressive. But here's what's gonna happen. This is gonna melt. We want this to be pourable, drippable, So when the sandwich comes out, it can get easily covered in this, not plastered on like concrete mix. So let it do its thing for a bit. The chicken's brining. The cornmeal flour tossing stuff is sitting. The Cheetos garlic butter thing is melting. Now we just wait. We'll wait the 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And by the way, I'm using crunchy Cheetos. You could use regular ones. Forget it. The crunchy ones won't make a huge difference to what happens with the butter, but when they go inside the sandwich, that's where you're gonna want these. So, we will go clean a bit, but we'll see you back here in like 5, 4, 3, 2.
By the way, I
Yeah.
don't think they're crunchy flavor. I think that's just a descriptor.
What?
There's no such thing as crunchy versus like soft Cheetos.
And we're back. It's been 4 hours since we put the chicken in the brine. And now we're ready to cook it. So here's the drill. So we come out of the brine like this, shake off the excess, and straight into our flour cornmeal. Whoosh. And then we cover it up. We want good coverage here, over, again, all the way around. I feel the texture from the cornmeal, and I know that is gonna help us in making this sort of extra crunchy. And then once you're good, and you're comfortable, you've got it done on both sides, you take it out. We'll just put it on the baking sheet with the rack. We're dripping, we're dripping, we're dripping, and in. And just continue with the other 2 pieces, or however many you've got until you're done. When your last piece is done, in we go to the oil. And because these are large, we're just gonna do 2 at a time. The oil is at 350, and in we go. And look at them. Bubbling, crisping. doing their thing. This is probably anywhere between 6 to 8 minutes to get to about 160 internal. There's really not much you can do but sit back, relax, have a drink, and chill. But while they cook, it came. We ordered by Postmates. It's a little greasy, might have sat. Did it look like this when it came, Julie? That's a yes. It's an affirmative. Think of this as a tiny treasure chest filled with chicken treasures. God, Colonel Sanders was f***ing poetic, wasn't he? Here we go. Haven't opened it yet. Come down here, Maxie. Let's let everybody see at the same time.
Hey Scarface, you got some flour on your nose.
God, I hate that. Am I good?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
You're a sack of shit. I don't believe you. 1, 2, and 3. Stupid lid. Wow. Holy shit. Well, it's little. Why is the bun so little? Let's take it out. It's messy. I see mayo. What do you think, Max? I actually don't think it looks too bad. Might be a little kinder than you are. Toasty bun. Actually, I think the bun's just toasted on the outside. I don't think anything's happened in here. Oh, maybe there's a tiny bit of crisp. Looks like a little mayo. Yep. Top and bottom. A few Cheetos on top, a few Cheetos on the bottom. I don't see much sauce here, though. Huh. But it doesn't look bad. So the chicken is done. Out she comes. Let it rest a sec, and then take the guy right onto the rack. This guy too. Let it sit a second. Let's prep our bun. Needs a little butter, always. It's just a little richer flavor. I'm sorry if I like that. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And then onto the flat top. As soon as they come off, we're ready to build. And while the bun finishes, let's prep our chicken with this butter garlic Cheeto sauce we made. A little drizzle on top is all we need. Oh my gosh. I think this is right. I mean, and by right, I mean not wrong. I want to put it on to the last minute because I don't want it to get soggy. Now we can build. Bottom bun first. Of course, Japanese mayonnaise, like that. And because we can and we should, just add a little bit of the Cheeto sauce to that. And spread, oh boy, that looks beautiful, by the way. Now the Cheetos on the bottom that look like this. And by the way, we confirmed there are Cheeto puffs, which would be the wrong thing to use in this application. So we're going with proper crunchy Cheetos. And now the chicken with the little sauce on it. Now we're going to take our top bun, going to add a little mayo to this, a little bit less, but still some of the sauce. Spread. Now, just a few Cheetos on top, not too many, because they didn't have too many. Top it, and we're there. I think all we're missing, Max, is, hell, a bite. So I think we did a pretty respectable job, no? Ours is a little darker, but I did add that sauce. They just have like a tiny bit of sauce in the middle, and we went with more. From the top, they look pretty much the same. Ours is slightly large. Should we take a bite? Can we have a bite? Tell me I can have a bite. What I thought was a stupid idea suddenly is making me salivate. Can you hear that? Bun, Cheetos crunching. The chicken's good. It's definitely moist and crunchy. The Cheetos are not the world's biggest Cheeto fan, but it's kind of interesting. We should try this one. Just so I know. And I won't judge on temp because obviously it's not hot. There was a lot of chewing. It was dry. Yes, it's older. But ours has way more flavor. Way more flavor. If you're going to make one, well, you're not making that. If you're going to get one, this is the one you got. If you're a Cheetos fan, you're going to like the F out of that. If you're not, I'd still make it with the buttered Cheetos garlic sauce, which is fantastic, and leave these guys out. I know there's people screaming right now, it's not the right thing to do, but it is what it is. So, I think we did good today. We did an all right job. Max has a new camera. We happy?
Very.
He's very happy. And when Max is happy, I'm happy. I live to make him happy. All right, thanks for hanging with us. Make this. Don't make the same thing all the time. Try something new. Thanks for being part of our nonsense. It means an awful lot right there. My left breast. No, my heart.